Dr. Johnson amnanga bya ari tsotsi why look ari tsotsi u ka ri tsotsi vutsotsi so loko munhu loko u ri nganga hakanyingi vanhu va believe ku loko u ri nganga u kota ku loya no u kota ku tshungula loko tin'anga to kota ku loya van'wana fanele mi nga ha ri kona van'wini mi lavulawu leswi van'wana tin'anga tin'wana mi ti xanisaka swilo loko to kota ku loya ti nga ta mi dlaya
my baba jaro flying bacha danuna city even amukelaka that channel documents
ni live ka interview ya my baba se unlock ta improvela ku ayitsikanangi inkomo ndabuyela hansi
my baba
vavhakachesi lomwe vatsaka vakoye kutima tosikiriki
jaro kula imbacha danun ashitivi
amena tala hi mina like that's fair vote
walava awulava
it doesn't
charisma died there. Yeah, Jaimito, mfana wale Msabikane, my baba jaro kula imbacha danuna shiti, yimanimi amukelaka, the channel that matters. The channel that matters the most. Ambo kwata, yay. Walava, love it doesn't. Yawen, you man in Amukelaka, the only channel that matters to watch. Yeah, Shaksunga Fana wish I love to join, especially when you are jobless like me. Join our country and we do referral program. So when you invite the Resago, look, join someone who under the brand, like looking to join someone who under the brand. So I join you, I choose which policy do you want to work on, and then you continue. Then, like, I look join Savan. Every person I join, Ukumama Leokar. Visually, he ended up blah blah. He Dr. Joe Shirimane. How did Dr. Joe keep his life up in terms of music until today? Why is he still more relevant than even Penny Pain? Anyway, Penny Pain, they are his babies, by the way. So let us go and look into finer details. But who is Dr. Joe? I don't want to talk this. Dr. Joe, man, Dr. Joe Shirimane. Manawaye. I don't want to deal with those dynamics. Dr. Joe is a person who is an emotional person. He reacts fast, and most of the times he can't keep it to himself. He goes public to deal with the issues that are triggering his emotions. Look, if you check with the recent accusations that I think I want to and stuff like that, which he took a bit of a knock, because imagine you are being hurt by losing your loved one, and then you are being accused of this. So now you can take a bit of a knock. It's just that it comes to public. But number one, I said, you just don't deal with those things publicly. But yeah, so he's that type of a guy. So Mara, number one, especially now, Kuleka Midilip Nanatangan, you look on the sewer, I took my Ranzara Squimbu Shem, Shukwembushi and late in child. She ponisa, she Sambisa Gatia Yesu, ye passa, Namutai Titan the video, Jaimito, Enfana Wale Sambicane, Mina. Oh, one from Golina and changes us. The one in the one over announcer and got gone. So, look, uranganga kanyingi vanhu va believe ku loko uranganga u kota ku loya no u kota ku tshungula loko tinganga to kota ku loya van'wana fanele mi nga ha ri kona van'wini mi lavulawu leswi van'wana tinganga tin'wana mi ti xanisaka swilo loko to kota ku loya ti nga ta mi dlaya. The only way oh, one of the ways laying up popular vangu you love kota kucheleka and uzawuthi enemy yakho ungejinisa ukujisabo amboya kuhlashi wenu yakamanga ngangale kuyifo kundlaye man aminganga aba alo amimunu alo ukuma kamina maye baba munhu wakona ataka wena atakudlaya wona munhu loyi vangukumindela kuma loyi angatirhisa munhu loyi ku endla leswi anga endla swona ku lata dlaya nganga loyi because nganga loyi a fanele tshama yi ri one mutini wena eka tavana mashaka. Let us go into final details. Look, Dr. Johnson amnanga bya yena a ri tsotsi why look at tsotsi u ka ri tsotsi vutsotsi a byi khathaleki ku yive kwini. The first instrument that Dr. Joe had was a guitar ku ri katara leyi a yivele tata wa yena. So that was the first instrument. Hence is the best producer of all time actually. Yeah, he's one of the good, and that thing is goating that production thing, and there you can't mess up with him. Even if you think you are the best producer, but Dr. Joe is one of the goods. That's why even your favorites, they come from his hands. They can come out and say like, but you needed this touch. Whether I touch touch your Holy Spirit, but you needed it. And you are who you are today, because of him. Maybe you would have made it differently. Because as I always say, it doesn't mean that if I did not meet you, I wouldn't have made it. It doesn't mean that God wouldn't have given me another catalyst. So, no entitlements, Dr. But he have a great touch, my dog. He's my dog. Dr. Joe inspired about Ponjovu, Obed Ngoven. So, Mar, go like Obed Ngoven, and I say, Hamani is inspired by you, one of Obed Ngoven because. So le sa swongo le school swongo le singana matima swongo swa nkoka swibongo leswi nga na tingwatla hinkwato wata loko u vona munhu a vona munhu a ri wa ka ngoveni a nga ri ngwatla ti vutisi something u nga joni ya munhu wa ka ngoveni u vona ka ngoveni tingwatla neti and his first album, Dr. Joe's first album was Black is Beautiful. He produced people like Easter Emu, Pen in 1994, J.K. Kazamula, Nasani. So he has been in the production, he has been producing people. In 1997, Mr. Album, Ambanani. Those were popular songs. Logo Kari Kula. 1998, Marava started on in June, Lapidur Marava started 1999. So these were solo albums. Later, Angatu, Dr. Joe R1. Right? So that means this guy can work alone and do miracles because he did it then. And then in 2000, he takes a different direction. It disappears. How did this man disappear? I think so. You can go wherever you go and find the facts and come debate me. It's okay, but I think in 2000, Dr. Joe Beba which heroin. Monganga utara runa ju. Kuna lava ba kuwenye ndiribelo ba zutana ye. Kuna lava waju kende unga cherwang wabana jo. Mara za Dr. Joe zok cherry wale jo. Za uma scream. In 2000, you went Kubangu chair, Dr. Joe. Look, I chair Dr. Joe. When he came back, Kalanga son and son and Umunabu chair went away after 2 months. I think maybe it was for about a year. Because Squimza Castle Squimza Street. A group of Dr. Joe, you are not going to Squimza Street. I'm getting a lamb as well. I'm going to Thomas Jelly Prison Chairway. What is it? So, in 2000, I think you chairway. Mark that point because I'm trying to produce facts, but why don't have facts? I think so that we make sense to this thing. What kept Dr. Joe relevant? So it disappears until 2009. It means from that point in time, look at that chero if they are we are focused ka swaskwimo swangoma, whatever you want to call it. So so that was what he was doing. And then 2010 he came back. Na group ya bangoni banda. album le bangayomeza enyipi yangena ka group le akura munhu wo fana na Maracha Uke, Benny Mayengani, Prince Rangani, na Shirimane before he became a doctor. So ilanga bana similar na mahlebezi duringa wana disco song of the that is his first album when he comes back, right? So it means this guy comes back and that's Simra Mashebezu. And then that is similar good lang takat ngoma skwem. Logo utiba skwem bunyana rito Mashebezu. Ratir srito songo ka skwem. Kuna an achela ban. So kuna manu mwana mzai Mashebezu because ani an bana ba bazai ba. So makachela an mzai Mashebezu. Ar Mashebezu. Wow. So when he came back, he didn't leave his thing. You always wanted to sing along. Those lyrics were influenced by who he is today, who he was from 2009, from 2000. So if you check his music since then, like almost in all the albums, that's Dr. Joe for you. So that's how he has been working. And then I think 2011 I got another group Shirimane na it means na says combo na KK so do you understand that? Do you get it? Do you understand? So album banana banana. So that's where they did that album. So when this guy comes back, he doesn't do solo albums. When I call him this guy, with due respect, it has nothing to do with disrespect. So when he comes back, the first album he did was with 3 more people: Prince Rangan, Dr. Joe Maracha, Prince Rangan, President Maracha. 4. Another album, I don't know how that thing is dissolved because I think Prince Rangan gives details about it on this other podcast. In 2011, Shirimane. You see, he's working with these people. He has no time to do his own thing. Later on, Limpopo Poison. You see, this guy is working with people. He's no longer about himself alone. It's the recognition that the game has changed, and at that point in time, what he needed was like, I need a team, I need a group of minds here. That is one thing that Mr. Post learned from Dr. Joe, which he will never say. Mr. Post understands teamwork like nobody's business. You know, he can't do anything alone. So, but he has a group of guys that helps him with this and this. That is the greatest thing that Mr. Post learned there. And you know that teamwork, team spirit is the one that can deliver you to the highest form of achievement, of success. Amokwa, Jaimito, Efana Walem Samikane. Oh, yeah. So, that's what happens. So, when he came back, this guy never believed in working alone. Dr. Joe produced people like Benny Mayengani, Prince Rangani, KK Shirimane, Combo Shirimane, Mr. Post, Sayicology, Gua, na Jimin. I just want to mention this project for Joe, for Sayicology. Dr. Joe breaks up with Benny Mayengani and Prince Rangani. And when he breaks up with these people in 2013, very same year he released that Bengu and Ege album. I think Katika. Yeah, Katika album, right? I would take a Velna the voice taban. I would take a Vela because manana the twins, the so-called the twins, or his twins. I would take a Snan. I would take a. So after then, he never had a good album until he worked with Mr. Post. This is the guy that he knew when he came back, I needed to work with people. It's not about sucking people's blood. It's about understanding that to win this game, you can't do it alone. You can't. You need some character traits that are going to push you to the paradise. So he works with Mr. Post. Look, at Mr. Post, they did album and down. And that was to show Benny Mayengani that I can still do what we did together before. And they did now. Powerful. Did well. And to a certain extent, Benny Mayengani started to zuku on Dr. Joe. Hey, this guy can kill me to death musically. Right? So that was another key moment for Dr. Joe to recognize, oh, okay. Yeah, I can't do this thing alone. I need another element. And then and then Mr. Post got too excited because of those hours where Mr. Post won album of the year, meaning Agorna Malia album, and the producer, Mr. Post money, but also Mr. Post wanted December. So if you check historically, Dr. Joe doesn't compromise them. Even Benny Mayengani now released in October could not release in December with Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe December like he always wants December. That one is non-negotiable. What has kept him? Teamwork, spirit, or looking for people to destroy their careers? Or these people were using him, but was he able to outsmart all of them? This is Dr. Joe we're talking about. Mr. Post leaves him. No good album after Mr. Post leaves from Team Shirimane, from his production. Brings back Sayicology, Germany, powerful project, nice album. Why? He knows his touch, man. Believe you me, after 2000, after 1999, Dr. Joe is not the greatest lyricist you can think of. He's not the greatest writer. But through the assistance of writers, he can produce good music. That's what I think. It's not a fact, what I say. It's not a fact. So, that's what kept Dr. Joe going in that regard. Sayicology get too excited as well and leaves. I join a Madlago. I join Mr. Post. After then, Dr. Joe never had a good album. Because he never had a very irritation figure or a good lyricist in him, in his crew. But and then he comes back with these people now. They reconcile with Benny Mayengani, and then after some time they decide to work together, and then he produced one of the greatest projects in 2023. You see, in all these achievements, ever since he came back, he knew that if I want to be successful in Panenteranavan, if I want, that is Dr. Joe Shirimane. This was to detail how this guy kept his relevancy. This guy kept his relevancy through beef. So we are getting into it. Look, a beef akufana hi 2019 2020 look at the album ya Gaza i release 2020 la angate I will Gaza yeah look a beef anga beefy leswaku fana Benny Mayengani fana Mr Post always try to find a better way to articulate his anger and his story. If you check in the like Joe this, Joe that, and was very Joe logo opinion Joe oh mela any Joe. There's no opinion, but everything that happens around logo Joe logo mela Joe, and was very Joe this, Joe that. So that's how he beefs. These guys who have been dissing him because they wanted to dislodge him. Benny Mayengani failed to dislodge him, to take him out of power. Mr. Post, even today, he has many songs dissing this old man. He has failed to take him out of power because this guy is a strategist, this guy is a thinker, this guy knows how to work with these kids. Because one, experience is the best teacher. Experience is the one that dictates, okay, from this we move like this. If you check this guy's movements all along, when people were saying Benny Mayengani makata, blah blah blah, poison, blah blah, he never said anything, Dr. Joe. He never said come out and say no, I hear or you mean. He just kept quiet, just like Benny Mayengani did. He just kept quiet and did whatever people continue with them. He doesn't come out to explain this narrative. He has come up with a strategy of dealing with court. If Onyanyukela takes you to court because he's been abused so much that he feels like people are abusing him. So his relevance was through teamwork, team spirit, empowerment of other artists, but also to fight his own opponents at any point in time, given the greatest lyricist he can ever have at the point in time. I don't know how he produces Sayicology because Sayicology is but if you listen to his story, it means he can write. Because why? When he went to Dr. Joe for the first time, he had his music. I'm going, right? That's my point. So it was beef, team spirit, and also the strategies that he uses to work with these guys. Just rotate here. Don't go far. But doing like, good thing that he doesn't have is that he can't destroy what he created. That's a good thing that he doesn't have. Yeah, there are other artists like Ritiwago who are going to cover them maybe in some episodes, that once they create you, if you give them problem, they destroy you. Dr. Joe 2014 released Judgment Day. 2012 is a Hauramin. I'm a job. 2015 Pengula, 2016 Chungumani, 17 Chimburemvure, 18 Anatunzuki, 19. So 2019 in December, it was the album after 2020 because that album was going to be played in 2020. So usually the album was at December. So it was called 2020. 2020, it released the Gaza. 2021, it released the Shirimane Club. 2022. Anna Tsunzuki Mara enjoyed this job that 2023 yale ayirna ba Benny Mayengani inga varin shipikiri sho etele ashipi. Yeah, that's the name of the album. So despite his fights, his accusations, him being dissed, him being disrespected, him destroying others as well through musical channels and everything, and fighting for his soul when he was accused, he remains a legend. Dr. Joe remains a legend, and he is a living legend, and he must be regarded as such. And it doesn't mean that if we say this tomorrow he does something wrong, we shouldn't say it, and it doesn't take his status away because the work speaks volume. Dr. Joe, as Vatsonga, we are proud to have been blessed with such a gift that understands dynamics and a great sense of humor in him, a great human being inside that artist. That's what we appreciate. Please, logo milava ni vulavula nyimpi yabantu bamwanyana. You can drop it in the comment section. I'll do my research on it and I'll come back with it. I think the next episode we might have to deal with Solemakamu, and we'll check which opponent. Angalasa, Mayanda, Kofi, Oscar Makamu. Those are some of the few opponents that I'm aware of. Some of them, or most of them, he has destroyed them. as they say, you know, if you speak to some of his fans, they say Soli is a killer of an artist. Uchaba the fan ngwananga. Kubonga ngala uchaba the fan. So that's what we're going to speak about. But you can suggest which opponent you want from this episode, and we'll come back to it. It's a nice episode. I'm loving these videos, and I'm loving sitting here doing my thing, loving myself. I feel like I can continue saying something, but hey, I am done. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this video on your WhatsApp status. Even if I have you on WhatsApp, I might not see the status, but keep it in mind that I love it and I appreciate it. It's one love, peace.
Vakhandle Group lo intlawa lo nga ku heleketaka evuvuseleni bya wena hi ndlela yo hlawuleka naswona u nga ha tlhela vuyeriwa wa ha ri kwala misaveni. Swiyenge swa Vakhandle Group swi katsa leswi: muganga basic laha u joyinaka 50 rand u vuyeriwa hi 5,000 rand, u kuma tende na 100 wa switulu. Mobile toilet muganga unveiling benefits u kuma 5,000 rand, lodi yin'we ya tihunyi, decoration tende na 100 wa switulu. Laha u chayelaka hi 50 rand ku tlhela ku va na leswi: muganga premium leyi ku nyikaka 15,000 rand, tende na 200 wa switulu. Yi tlhela yi va na legal advice. Muganga super premium yi ku nyika 15,000 rand, yi tlhela yi ku nyika vanhu va ntlhanu vo pfuna masiku manharhu. Muganga cash only benefit laha u kumaka 50,000 rand loko u chayela hi 140, kasi loko u chayela hi 120 u kuma 10,000 rand. Ku kuma vuxokoxoko bana riqingho kumbe WhatsApp eka 064 755 5674. U nga ha kuma vuxokoxoko na le ka website ya vakhandlegroup.co.za kumbe u rhumela rungula eka email info@vakhandlegroup.co.za. Vakhandle Group, we are family.